how's it going?
Hey.
Hi. Hi, doing good.
That does not even sound like y'all doing good, but I would tell you, I don't like to use this surviving, but I'm surviving and I'm thankful. But it's been hard in the yard, y'all. Hard in the yard. We didn't even get to the springtime yet. It's hard in the yard, but nevertheless, you know what I mean? We in the land of the living. I know my grandma used to
Right.
always say that. As long as you're in the land of the living, you're gonna do all right. You know what I mean?
Now
So
we know what they meant.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because every day is not gonna be a sunshiny day. I'll tell you
no,
that
it's
much.
not.
It's a lot going on, but I think this episode will be kind of a down to earth episode, but it's kind of thought provoking too. The black girl aesthetics. Why is everyone suddenly copying our style, but they're not respecting us?
Why
Hmm.
don't respect us all of a sudden?
I don't think it's all of a sudden. I think that's
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's all
Oh,
of a sudden.
yeah,
oh.
I don't think that's respect all of a sudden. I just think that that's probably how people may feel when they start to see, the imitation is not a form of flattery, it's a form of insult. If you understand what I'm saying, because what they're trying to imitate, and I'll just keep it real. Anybody that's a non-person of color, you know what I mean, can make money even off of our own ideas and all and our presence and how we our fashion and I hate to put this out here, our natural body shapes, you know what I mean, the things that we just was graced with, but in our category it's not looked upon like that. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all see that? I mean, do
They're
y'all?
stealing from us. So that's why they don't have the
Well, I think, well, wouldn't you, wouldn't they want to? Because I think our style is it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we like to switch it up.
Uh-huh.
I think that when we create something, because most of the time, well, a lot of the times when we do something,
Mm-hmm.
it does have mass appeal. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing about it is that they will take what we use and then monetize on it, and we don't. What is naturally ours and what we naturally do, our swag, our whatever you want to call it, they monetize on
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
And then they create it like it was there. Just like way back in the day, I'm thinking about, the braids. Well, the braids got popular with Bo Derek. I
Bo
mean,
Derek. I
really,
still remember
Bo
that.
Derek. You
We
remember
are
everybody?
really showing
Oh,
our age
oh,
on
well,
that.
we've been doing
I
braids forever, but you
yeah.
didn't like that. That wasn't professional. That wasn't pleasing or whatever. But when she had the braids, she went somewhere, got braids, and put the beads on it at the end, if you all can remember. And then it was a
Mhm.
trend,
I remember.
right? So it has always happened
Mhm.
to us. Um, and then they take it and like I said, make it theirs, and that's something that we've always done.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think what disturbs me more, not just that they're taking, and this is real talk with y'all, because I don't just think they're just taking what we have naturally or what we do. I think that the fact that we kind of look at the things that we do or the way we are shaped and then we exploit it ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Like the whole BBL movement, like we naturally hippie, naturally got butts and things like that. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's gone to a whole new level. And when the Kardashians went and morphed into these black girl bodies, you know what I mean? It was like, oh wow, they so built, they so what they went and paid for that. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Paid for that. But now when and I'm gonna say not every brown girl got a rump and a tiny waistline. You see what I'm saying? But now when you look at the conversation between us buying it, you know what I mean, and something that we naturally look like, then it becomes like the target of attack. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing this? And I can understand that, but I just even down to another one because y'all know I did hair for many, many years. Put in extensions in your hair.
Mhm.
Like just
Mm.
to categorize women of color with extensions in their hair as something that is like, ooh, you just can't grow no hair and stuff like that. That is far from the truth. That
It's
is
Mhm.
sure.
far from the truth. You know what I
It's
mean?
part of our wardrobe.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's okay that we can't wear that we wear wigs, but we get insulted for wearing wigs. We get insulted for putting extensions in our hair. And if you see a lot of people, they go and take their excuse me their sew-ins out. They got so much damn hair. It's like I can see why you want that to be like that because you don't need to be trying to fight the elements or whatever you else or hell maybe you just want it. You see what I'm saying? And
That's
it
right.
nice on you. So I'm just saying, and don't get me into clothes because I don't want to let's like monopolize the whole episode. Celeste, what you think?
But you don't have, if you walked around all the time and you didn't have any um, creativity,
Hmm.
you didn't have any style,
Hmm.
and you have any individuality, you'd steal people's ideas too.
Mhm.
Boom, boom. That's a good one.
You know what
That's
I'm saying? Everything that we've invented, everything that we've created,
Yes.
everything has been stolen.
everything has been stolen, and then it's the simple fact that now you have to basically try to put like dibs on what you created. You see what I'm saying? No,
Mm-hmm.
I really created that. Not her. Miss
Mm-hmm.
Ann didn't create that.
If you walk around and oppress people for their whole life, and
Mhm.
then the idea and you got the money and you're the one that can publicize on it, that's what happens, and that's always happened. Now it's a little different because we got the upper hand in a lot of areas, so we're
Mhm.
tolerating that mess.
Yeah, I keep on telling people like if you think that we sit back somewhere just letting y'all run roughshod on us, that is not true. That is not true. So I just feel like if we have something, and I think they're more like designers. You know who I really dig? Tamara Hall on
Oh,
her show. When I tell you, I give her all props because she had these designers on there, you know what I mean? And she just giving people their props. You see what I'm saying? Like hats
Mhm.
off to her. Because what they think they're gonna take from you, you need more of her in the world. You see what I'm saying? Saying, hey, look at this black designer. You know what I mean? Look at this black artist. Look at this, you know what I mean? Things that you feel like, look at this black restaurant owner. She be all over the map with it. And I'm like loving her. I'm like, when I tell you, I just try to record her so I can look at her sometime in the evening because I can't really get her when she's on. But I hats off to her because and the clothes she wear when she on stage, that's
they
fine.
always,
Yeah, she the real deal. She is the real deal for real. So yeah, that's just my thought on that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's much to say on this, but I just think that we all probably saying the same tune. you know, I think they're gonna always take and claim it's their own.
and when you talked about this episode, I
Mhm.
thought to myself, I never thought about it like them. I never thought about it because they've always done it.
Always
Mhm.
done it. Always done it. They
We
always done it.
They might giggle a little while,
Mm-hmm.
and they laughing while they trying to figure out how could they, publicize on it, and how could
Pretty
they take.
much.
Yeah.
Because now we're looking
Oh, sometimes we
at
fall
what
into the trick. We fall into the mind.
Girl, that you ain't saying nothing like but the truth.
Yeah, because
But the truth.
I shouldn't do that because that's not. Oh, and then they steal it.
So let me ask you this. It's a question. Do you think that because we have our ideas, I'm just gonna be honest, robbed from us, that we don't try to be I'm let me reword that. Because we have our ideas robbed from us, do you think that that is um the norm and the cultural acceptance that most black people have?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you understand what I'm saying, do you think that because ideas are never taken as original, you see what I'm saying? That
okay.
the reason for why we are not in a more wealth state. We're not in a more financially, stable state. I'm not, that's not a good word to use. We're not in a more dominant state.
I
Dominant.
don't think that we think about just the normal everyday thing as something, like I said, that can be monetized. I think sometimes you have, say for instance, you might have you take your clothes and maybe like when you're a teenager and you might put a pin here or do something unique that's just you. You're thinking that's just something that I do. Let me put it that way. It's something that I do. And
Mm-hmm.
then somebody else see and say, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna do this, change it up a little bit, or maybe just the same thing. And I'm gonna take it. They didn't think about how
Mm-hmm.
they can make this, but this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I'm going to make this out of a trend. I don't think we think of things that way. And I think that we need to start thinking about everything that we say. And like our like it could be just our statements that we make that we say at the end of this show.
Mm-hmm.
That's ours that
That's
we just
ours.
came up
Yep.
with.
You
And
Kim,
if you don't, just like what is her name? Tabitha Brown. Everything that she says, very good. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
it's my business, all that. She has that. She is already registered everything that she says, everything that she says. So anytime somebody uses it,
that's
money come to her.
that's Kim.
So even all the statements that we're making, even if we think it's small, for instance, when and I know this is we said black girl, but I'm just gonna throw this in. I don't know if you all remember the Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, when
Mm-hmm.
he was younger and they had a song and he said bling bling. That was the first time everybody heard that word. It became a word in the dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Had he what is that
Trademarked it.
Yeah.
trademark that word, he would have been making money every time somebody said bling bling or want to use it in something. But
Mhm.
we have to think of ourselves in that, and we don't. We just
Well,
don't.
I can tell you
Yeah.
one thing, since I know a little bit about trademarking, I can tell you that the intimidation of trademarking has stopped a lot of people. And
Mhm.
Okay.
and I'll just tell you this much and people don't believe me, but if my brother hear this, I used to say Fafo way before people would named it Fafo. That just
Mm,
used to roll out my tongue like it was nothing because I used to tell my kids, keep on messing around, you're gonna fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? And they used to just laugh it off. But that's been
mhm,
around a long I mean I used to say it, now it's just a common theme now, especially in the season that we live in. So what you say, Keisha and Celeste, is so true. Any phrase that we have, you need to trademark it. You need to trademark it and make people pay you for it. You see what I'm saying?
mhm.
Yeah.
Trade, pay you
But
for
you used to be like that, Kim, because as soon as I say something, she goes, trademark it.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And don't get ready to get back like that. If you say something and go look it up. You can look it up. You can look it up in the trademark site. Look it up and own what is yours. You see
Some
what
of
Mhm.
it from not being educated in the process.
I'm saying?
Some of it is not that we don't think about it, but some of it is not being educated in
Right.
the process. And think about the businesses that we know that are black-owned businesses, and then somehow they got bought out by this white company because they needed more capital.
That
Was
was
just
it. That
in
was
one of
it.
them?
That's that the hair
Yeah,
care Morel. Think about it. They had a wonderful product. Wonderful. It's not wonderful anymore because they
No.
sold it. They sold it, and I'm not saying they sold it because they just gave up on it. They probably couldn't keep up with distribution of it. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so
and
they
now
sold it to a company that they got a little bit money that they probably pocketed, but that ain't nothing because guess what's happened? The whole product changed. They took out what you thought was the vital ingredients in it that made it what it was. Now that's not gone. That's even to the point where it's lawsuits coming out and the person that originated it is being attacked for it, and she sold the company because she thought she was going to sell this and sit quietly back while they reap the benefits
which
of
one is
what
this?
happened. Huh?
Was this Carol's daughter?
No, not Cass.
Oh,
Morelli, whatever.
oh, okay. and
Yeah.
and and it might have been that, and it might have been some people was just looking, causing conflict between partners,
Mm-hmm.
getting ready. You know what? I'll go ahead and buy y'all out. I
Mm-hmm.
got
Mm-hmm.
y'all can just go your separate ways. Yeah, they've been plotting on us forever.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is
But
things happen.
we have to do better. You know what I mean? In that sense, we gotta stop. If you are in a partnership with somebody, don't be in a partnership with somebody that remotely has issues. You know what I mean? Because you can have a great idea with somebody, but a great idea is going absolutely nowhere if somebody has got jealous spirits, if they
Yeah.
don't have a business sense. You know what I mean? A conflict is going to come. You see what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
and I'm a huge encourager of telling people, please start a business, do what you love, do what you think, and make it your own. I love to hear when young people have something to say, and anybody I know, especially sisters. But if you think about a partnership, don't do it if you are not even stable. Now I ain't gonna put it on the next person. If you are not stable, if you think of this as, and I'll give you a perfect example. Sometimes people have really, really great ideas, but guess what they don't have? They don't have a passion for it. If you don't have a passion for it, it's going
Right.
nowhere. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
No patience.
No patience for it.
For
What
money
you have
right
to
now.
go. You gotta get in the trenches and do things that may make you have to go out your comfort zone. You gotta talk to people. You gotta do this, and that is not your thing. That's okay. But guess what? Don't start something that you think that you can't finish. That's my point. Because that great idea will end up going nowhere. Will go nowhere. And I just think that, and I see a lot of different stuff. And when I see people have stuff, I really encourage them. I really, really encourage them. I think it's a whole bunch of us on this porch.
I say you talking to me now. I put my
Yeah,
head down.
I'm talking to me.
I
Yeah,
thought you
I'm talking to y'all. I'm keeping it real. I'm talking to y'all because y'all have really great ideas. Y'all have entrepreneurs spirits, and you gotta take 5 steps forward. You know what I mean? Because if you took one step back, guess what? You still 4 steps ahead. And I always tell people that, look, y'all, we on the porch, and I know your ideas, Keisha. I know your ideas, Celeste. I mean, I know all of y'all ideas, Chauncey's ideas. But if you don't do anything about it, it's just an idea.
exactly.
It's just an idea. And I can tell you one thing, I'm gonna be a hustler to the day I turn 99. I'm gonna be a hustler till I turn 99. And you know what? Because I always believe in my heart that it's gonna really, really, really pan out because I don't believe in no. I'll tell you, and most people who know me, I do not believe in no at all. I don't. If you tell me no, that just means I need to go rethink something else and find another way. I'm just being honest with you. Rewrite the map or do something, but I'm going to be thinking constantly. And I always know in my mind it does not happen overnight. But as people of color, just I was looking at this episode that you was talking to Keisha when it was like, how did things get built in America?
Mhm.
Because of us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because of us. Just keeping it real, because of us. And half of the stuff been stolen. Now you got things that you can do where they can't steal your stuff. So great episode. All right, final thoughts. Keisha,
Well, my final thought would be just whatever the idea that you have, whatever idea that you have, believe in it. It's just
believe
like
in
what
it.
you said. Just believe in it. I think we take ourselves for granted that it's not going to pan out, but try it anyway.
Try it
Give
anyway.
it a try.
Try it anyway.
I'm not going to be
Great.
popular. Statement. I'm not going to be popular because I came on here one way, but now I feel a different way. Now I feel like ain't nobody stealing nothing from us. Only a fool would see a great idea that nobody else is working with and not do nothing with it. So I ain't even mad at them right now. I'm mad at us because if you sitting there with a great idea and you talking about it and telling everybody and you ain't doing nothing with it, yeah, I might not because of my morals and standards, but somebody gonna take it.
Somebody gonna take it.
What you gonna do?
Somebody's gonna take it. Then your great idea, once you opened your mouth and told somebody about it, it don't become your idea unless you did something about it. I'm just saying.
That's true.
I'm just
That's
saying.
true.
And that's my final thought. You can sit there and fofo if you want to, because if you open your mouth and say something to somebody else, that becomes public property.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So have a wonderful evening on that. Joining me tonight is?
It's your girl Celeste.
Miss your girl Keisha.
And this is your girl Kimmy, keeping it real. So have a wonderful week on purpose, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Please take care.